Welcome back, learners. In this video, we will continue exercise 5.1, which is based on various basics of algebraic expressions. So question number 6 is write down the coefficient of x in part 1, x in 5xy. Whenever we are going to find the coefficient of any variable, just omit that variable and whatever is left, that will be the coefficient of that variable. हम जब भी किसी वेरिएबल का कोफिशिएंट अगर फाइंड करना चाह रहे हैं तो उस टर्म में उस वेरिएबल को छोड़कर जो कुछ भी बचेगा वो उसका कोफिशिएंट कहलाएगा. इन पार्ट 1 यू कैन सी वी नीड टू फाइंड द कोफिशिएंट ऑफ x इन 5xy. तो यहाँ पर हम x को छोड़ दें, क्या बचता है हमारे पास? 5y. Hence 5y is the coefficient of x in 5xy. Part 2, write down the coefficient of y in minus x square y. मैं y हटा दूं तो क्या बच रहा है यहाँ पर? सिर्फ minus x square. So that is the coefficient of y in minus x square y. Try to solve part number 3 and part number 4. Part number 5, write down the coefficient of x, y, yz in 3x square yz. यहाँ पर yz दोनों साथ में पूछा है हमसे, तो हम दोनों yz को हटा दें. अब हमारे पास बचता है only 3x square. So 3x square is the coefficient of yz in 3x square yz. So similar to this part number 6 is the same. Try to solve part number 6 also. Question number 7, write down the coefficients of x in each of the following. हमें इस क्वेश्चन में सिर्फ x का ही कोफिशिएंट फाइंड करना है. प्रीवियस क्वेश्चन में अलग अलग वेरिएबल्स के कोफिशिएंट फाइंड करने थे. So when we need to find the coefficient of x, we will be omitting x. Now in first part we have minus 5x, omit x, you are left with only minus 5. So minus 5 is the coefficient of x. In part 2, minus 1 by 4 xy, just omit x, you will have minus 1 by 4 y. Part 3, minus pxy, omit x, you are left with minus py. Minus py is the coefficient of x in minus pxy. Part number 4. What about part number 4? The coefficient of x is 4y square. Similarly, in part number 5, the coefficient of x is minus 3p. Take part number 6 as your homework and try to solve it yourself. Question number 8. Classify into monomials, binomials, and trinomials. As we have already studied about monomials, binomials, and trinomials, mono means 1, bi means 2, tri means 3. They are based upon the number of terms. अगर किसी एक्सप्रेशन में एक ही टर्म है तो वो मोनोमियल कहलाएगा. अगर किसी एक्सप्रेशन में 2 टर्म्स हैं तो वो एक्सप्रेशन बाइनोमियल कहलाएगा. और किसी एक्सप्रेशन में अगर 3 टर्म्स हैं तो वो ट्राइनोमियल कहलाएगा. So coming up to your question, part number 1, 3x minus 5y, you can clearly see it has 2 terms. Hence, part number 1, in part number 1, the expression is a binomial. Part number 2, it has only one term, x square. So since it has one term, the expression will be called as a monomial. In part number 3, you have 3 terms. I hope you remember terms जो होती हैं प्लस माइनस की साइन के बीच में होती हैं. तो यहाँ पर 3 terms हैं, इसलिए पार्ट नंबर 3 में जो एक्सप्रेशन है दैट इज अ ट्राइनोमियल. पार्ट नंबर 4 it is a constant term and it has only one term, hence this is a monomial. Part number 5, you can see part number 5 has how many terms? 3. So this expression will be called as a trinomial. Part number 6 consists of 2 terms. So this expression will be called as a binomial. Correct. Part number 7 is it consists of 3 terms. Hence, this expression will be called as a trinomial. Part number 8 also consists of 3 terms. It will be also a trinomial. Part number 9. Now you can see x square, y square, z square. There is no sign in between, means no plus or minus sign in between. That means this itself is a term. Now this is a single term, hence this will be called as a monomial. What can you say about part 10? It is a trinomial. Moving on to question number 9. State whether given pair of terms are like or unlike terms. So just reminding you, like terms are those whose variable part is same. जिसका वेरिएबल पार्ट जो होगा सेम होगा. कांस्टेंट टर्म्स पे, कांस्टेंट वाले पार्ट पे डिपेंड नहीं करता है लाइक और अनलाइक टर्म्स. केवल वेरिएबल वाली पार्ट अगर उनका सेम है तो लाइक टर्म्स हैं. अगर वेरिएबल वाला पार्ट सेम नहीं है तो वो अनलाइक टर्म्स होगी. So in part 1 you can see both the terms have only x in them. Hence in part 1 the pair of terms are like terms. Part 2 is it consists of constant terms. इनमें वेरिएबल नहीं है, यहाँ पर वेरिएबल की पावर 0 होगी. So since they both have constant values and their variable part has a power 0, thus the given pair of terms is like. In part 3, looking upon to the variable part, you can see minus 10x has x as its variable and minus 20y has y as its variable. Both are different, hence they are unlike terms. Minus 10x and minus 20y are unlike. Part number 4, concentrating on their variable part, 12xy has xy as its variable part and 22yz has yz as its variable part. xy और yz अलग अलग होते हैं, या तो दोनों में xy होता या दोनों में yz होता तो वो like terms होते. Now since they both are different, hence they are unlike terms. Part number 5, x square y. This is the variable part of 4x square y. And the second term is 4xy square. Variable part is x y square. दोनों का वेरिएबल पार्ट डिफरेंट है. फर्स्ट टर्म में x का स्क्वायर है, सेकेंड टर्म में x का स्क्वायर नहीं है. फर्स्ट टर्म में y की पावर 1 है, सेकेंड टर्म में y की पावर 2 है, इसलिए ये दोनों अनलाइक टर्म्स हैं. Try to solve part number 6 yourself. Question number 10. Identify the like terms. जो like terms हैं उनको identify करना है. So you can see starting up with minus x square y. हमें ऐसी terms ढूंढना है जिसके अंदर x square y हो. यहाँ पर x y square है, यहाँ y square है सिर्फ. You can see 2x square y. इसका वेरिएबल पार्ट और फर्स्ट टर्म का वेरिएबल पार्ट सेम है. Hence minus x square y and 2x square y are like terms. When you will search for x square y in the rest of the terms, you will not find any other. So these two are the like terms. Now moving on to -4y² x. इस टर्म का वेरिएबल पार्ट है y² x और xy². They both are same. Looking on to some term which has variable part as xy². यहाँ y² है, ये वाली पार्ट ऑलरेडी हो चुका है, यहाँ सिर्फ y है, यहाँ y² है. Again we have y in the next term, 12xy xy². You can see in 10xy², the variable part is same as -4y² x. Hence, -4y² x and 10xy² are like terms. Moving on to the third term, 7y². It has y² as its variable part. Looking for y² as the variable part in another term, we have -4y², and we don't have any other. So 7y² and -4y² are like terms in this given question or part. 2x² ये हम ऑलरेडी यूज कर चुके हैं फर्स्ट टर्म के साथ में, इसके जैसा और कोई टर्म है नहीं. Then we have 3y, सिर्फ y वाला पार्ट है हमारे पास में. Then you can see -100y has also the same variable part. So 3y and -100y are like terms. -4y² हम ऑलरेडी फिनिश कर चुके हैं 7y² के साथ. -100y भी हो चुका है. Now we have 12xy. It has the variable part as xy. You can see 4yx. yx लिखें या xy लिखें, सेम होगा. So 4yx and 12xy are like terms. Moving on to 10xy² ऑलरेडी हो चुका है, जो कि like term था 4y² x के साथ में. Lastly, we are left with -6y² x², which is a like term with 11x² y². Try to solve the second part by yourself. Moving on to question number 11. Question number 11 says that write down the degree of each of the following polynomials. Now, just remember, degree of any polynomial, it is the greatest power of the variable in the different terms of that expression. उस expression में या उस algebraic expression में या उस polynomial में किसी भी variable की जो highest power होगी, that will be the degree of your polynomial. Let us see in part 1. Part 1 में 7 है और हमारा expression x के फॉर्म में दिया हुआ है. तो यहाँ पर अगर हम देखें तो x की पावर हो जाएगी 0. In the second term, variable की पावर है 2. So just compare. In the first term, the power of x is 0. In the second term, the power is 2. Maximum or the greatest power is 2. Hence, the degree of this given expression is 2. For more simplification or understanding, we can take part number 2. Here, in the first term, 3x², the power of the variable is 2. In the second term, the power of the variable is 3. In the third term, since it is a constant, the power of the variable will be 0. Now, which one will be the greatest? 2, 3 or 0? 3. Hence, the degree of this whole expression is 3. What can you say about 10x? यहाँ पर पावर मेंशन नहीं है, that means इसकी पावर कितनी है? 1. मोनोमियल है, तो इसकी डिग्री हो जाएगी 1. कंपैरिजन के लिए कोई है ही नहीं. 12. For part number 4, the various powers of the variable are 4, 3, and here 1. Greatest is 4. Hence, the degree of this expression is 4. Part number 5, the powers of the variables are 2, 1, and here it will be 0. Maximum is 2. Hence, the degree of this expression is 2. Part number 6, try to solve it yourself. Part number 7 is, you can see there are 3 variables, and for each term has only 1 as its power. So 1 are all same, none is greater. Hence, the degree of this expression will be 1. Part number 8, try to solve it yourself. So that's all for this video. Thank you, students, for watching.